The darkness has come.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the Metal Experience, only on Slam Internet Radio.
To hear a song or two?
No, thank you.
Oh, you'll love it. It's a comedy. It's called The Torturer's Apprentice.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on the Metal Experience.
Woo! Woo! We just heard some Central Disorder, Sacrificial Whore, Impale, Torturer's Apprentice, and some Hate Storm Annihilation, The Storm of Flames. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Unfortunately, we got a sick Dave, Rabbi Dave. So we got the always beautiful
He's
Danny.
quarantined.
He's quarantined right now. The apocalypse is coming. We got the always beautiful Danny running the soundboard tonight. Thanks, buddy.
And no
Yeah, no
Bill.
problem.
Woo! And
Down Bill. Sans Bill.
and sans Bill. Bill's got some some stuff.
Job training, something of another. And
Lame.
Sans band in the studio.
Yeah, so
we are just the two of us in here. It's very weird.
we're changing some things up. Just this week, though, we got we're gonna do two tree phone interviews. We got starting. We're gonna rock out with some Pangaea. They're a Wisconsin-based 5-piece metal band. They just had their debut EP entitled Unified, released in March of 2014, and they are starting March 6th on a short tour, about 10-day tour, called the Midwest Detour with Before the War. They'll be doing a little
Before
tour
the
with
War?
them.
And
With the band.
They're
Before the War.
ending in Chicago, are they not?
They're ending on March 15th at the Grand Bar in Chicago.
That's a Sunday night.
Is it?
What are we doing?
I don't know, pooping,
Maybe we should go.
rock and roll.
That'd be awesome. Say,
And-
hey, we interviewed you. Here we are.
Hi guys.
That'd
And
be
then
awesome.
a little bit later, we're gonna be talking with the guys in Abiotic, another 5-piece band, technical death metal band from South Florida.
Nice.
They released their debut studio album, Symbiosis, in October of 2012. We have it. We
Yeah, we
love
do.
it.
We
We've
love
seen
it.
them a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
They're releasing a new CD tomorrow. Actually, at midnight tonight, they're releasing their new CD
Are
called...
you sure it's just not track?
No, I think you can order it on iTunes. This is what I got off it. You can order it on iTunes. Buy it on iTunes or buy the actual CD tonight. But it comes something.
We'll ask
We'll talk to them
ask
later.
them.
But their
It's
first single,
complicated.
"Cast into the Depths," features none other than John Gallagher, the guitarist vocalist of Dying Fetus, which is
Awesome.
pretty sweet. And
Yeah, because they just did a tour with Dying Fetus. We saw them at Reggie's. Remember? Yeah, Dying Fetus at Reggie's
I don't know. Did we see him there?
back in October.
We've seen him a bunch of times.
Back in October.
It's all a blur now. The
It's okay.
metal.
You probably just don't remember,
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We do have a phone call right away to start things off. Hello, caller.
Yo,
Yo.
birthday
Uh-oh.
to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Hello, sexy.
Hello. How are
Oh,
you?
Beautiful. How's my stash?
You still rocking?
Rocking it.
Rocking that fucking stash. I just wanted. I told you some asshole just might have to call in and sing to you.
No,
beautiful. So-
right before the interview started. It's a great way to start the night.
Yeah, well, the asshole now works for a shift, so he has to get up at 5 a.m.
Ew.
Ooh, so I'm actually laying in bed thinking of you.
Oh.
Does that not horrify you?
So for all the listeners out there, it was Morgan's birthday
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Happy
was.
birthday, Mogi.
Oh, man.
And the Chicago Metal Alliance, loves the metal experience.
And we love you guys.
And we love Chicago Metal Alliance.
Well, I don't why else. What else?
What? You roll over on your phone?
Huh?
You roll over on your phone? Are you sleeping?
Yeah, I kind of just nodded out there for a little bit. All the heroin and all the heroin and cough syrup is cough.
Jeez, Randy, you're
So what
partying hard on a
Hey,
Tuesday.
what did you guys? So, Luca, what did you do for Morgan's birthday? You better have dressed it up in like the sexiest little outfit for her.
Oh my goodness. Well, we
jeez.
went away to Kalahari in
Yeah, we were in
Wisconsin
the Dalzell weekend.
for
Oh, okay.
and so on Saturday when I thought we were actually gonna go do some stuff, Morgan
I
fell
fell
asleep
asleep.
at 7:00 and
It was like 9. Shut
it
up.
was like 7.
It was okay,
And
Randy.
I tried waking her up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just so tired." So she slept the rest of the night, and I watched some Netflix on UFOs, and took a jacuzzi bath in the nude. So all by myself.
You should have told me.
Morgan, yeah, right? Randy, what are you
I
doing?
was supposed to be there, but
I would have been there, man.
Yeah.
I would have been there for you, Luco. You would have said, you you weren't alone. You had your stash with you.
Shit would have been
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, him and his stash.
Right. Well, Morgan, sweetheart, I just want you to know that we love you very much, Morgan. And,
Thank you.
and I wanted to wish you a very awesome birthday. And I know Rob is out there listening. He'll probably be calling and going, God, that guy's such a fucking idiot. But, I love him very much, too. And now I know how he loves you guys very much. And we'll see you at Cobra Lounge.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Cobra
Correct?
Lounge?
Yes.
Cobra Lounge.
Well,
When you mean Bobby McGee's?
it's Bobby McGree's. Oh, goddamn.
It's at Bobby
Shit.
McGee's.
We'll see you at Cobra
Both
Lounge
nights.
too.
At Cobra Lounge sometime too.
We'll see you at the fucking exit.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You have to go to bed, Randy.
Yes.
It's a Tuesday
Well,
night.
you guys have a wonderful night, man, and enjoy it, okay?
You too. Sleep
Rock and
tight.
roll. Thanks, brother.
All right, bye.
Peace.
Good old Randy. Wishing me happy birthday.
From the Chicago, the
Yeah.
Shy Metal Alliance.
Yep.
Our brothers and sisters from the Chicago Metal Alliance.
The shows that he was referring to,
Hit 'em
we
with it.
are putting on next week. Last week to grab your tickets. They're both at Bobby McGee's. The 21 and Up show is happening Friday, February 27th, and it is with Deity Disfigured, Impale, Air Raid, Everything Must Die, Armored Assault, and Miles from Exile. And then on the 28th, which is that Saturday next weekend, it is Snow Burial. They're formerly called Oxblood.
I'm going to wear my Oxblood shirt that day.
I'm sure you will. Scars of Armageddon, Central Disorder, Alethea,
Central Disorder.
Central Disorder, and then Hate Storm Annihilation with Orinoco. It's going to be fucking awesome. We have tickets still on sale. They're $8 in advance from us, from the bands, $10 at the door, and then it's $15 in advance for both days if you want to make it out, make it a party.
Fuck
and
yeah.
At the door, it's $20 if you want to purchase both days. So
And we will be giving away a ton of free
yeah, my
stuff.
trunk's getting emptied this next weekend, so
Emptied.
everything has to go. It's going to be
We
all
got
out
shirts,
free CDs, pins,
stickers, download cards,
signed drum heads.
signed drum heads.
So they have to go.
Drumsticks.
I'm done.
Wristbands.
I don't want them.
We got tons of stuff that's
Yeah.
been in Morgan's trunk
Oh
that
my
we've just
God.
been waiting. We've been stockpiling for this event
Yeah.
to give away.
Yeah, so
Should be sweet.
definitely all has to go. So come out, have a great time, have a few drinks, see some
Have a
awesome
couple,
bands.
2-3
I
drinks.
know there's been a few people inquiring about set times that will be posted this weekend. I don't want anybody to take offense as to what time they're playing or the order people are playing.
We're gonna get drunk.
It's
We're
because
gonna put your names on a dartboard and just start chucking darts.
I want to do it the best as possible, and I love the bands, all that we have put together.
Hell
Somebody, unfortunately, you know how it goes with shows. Somebody's got to play first, somebody's got to play last. It's just how it goes. So don't be upset with your time slot. If you want to yell at me, I'm sorry. But the way that I have it played out in my mind, I think it's going to be really great for everybody. I definitely want to start out with somebody that's going to be hard, heavy, ready to go, get the people pumped. And then obviously go out at the end of the night
with a bang.
with a bang. So, I mean, all these bands are going to bring it, and I'm not going to be disappointed by anybody. I know that. So you shouldn't either. It doesn't matter what way or what order the bands are playing. It shouldn't matter. They're all amazing. I don't have a favorite over everybody. Just the way it's going to happen. So that will be posted by the end of this weekend.
And the three bands that we started the show with today,
all bands playing.
Central Disorder, Impale, and Hate Storm Annihilation, are just three bands we randomly picked off the 2-night bill to open the show up today.
And we'll
to,
go out with a
feature-
couple tracks tonight at the end of the show of a couple more bands playing. So
Yeah.
definitely want to promote that because next week I got Blackhawks tickets for my birthday. So we won't be here next Tuesday.
We're playing the Lowly Panthers.
We'll be sure to win a game.
Hopefully.
Last week we
Nothing's
were
a
at a
given.
game and we lost.
But we
not
took it to
fun.
overtime.
We did take it to
That
overtime.
game was actually very
I
entertaining.
thought I was so excited because Hosa scored that last goal. I thought I shit myself.
She almost pooped in her pants, guys.
I almost did. I got so excited. I felt something drop and I was like, "Whoa!"
Marion Hosa
Oops.
almost made Morgan poop
Nothing.
in her pants.
It was just a weird thing in my stomach. It just happened.
Poop.
It wasn't poop, but it was a
Thank
weird feeling.
goodness.
I got super excited. I did.
If she pooped her pants, she would have been walking home. I don't know what I would have done with her if she right after
It was
happened,
so
Morgan's like,
exciting.
I think something's wrong. I'm like, what? I think I pooped my pants. I'm like, you better not have.
It was a false alarm.
No,
folks.
false alarm.
It was a false alarm.
Woo! That would have been
She
weird.
sucked it back up inside her.
I don't know what happened there.
Marion Hossa just
It's a very uncomfortable feeling, but I was like so excited. I don't know what
the
hit me.
excitement.
Like it was.
Have you ever been so excited that you dropped a deuce in your pants? All right.
Probably when I was 2.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Boobies.
So,
Wow, Morgan knows me too well.
Oh Jesus! All right.
so why
That's
don't
not
you
creepy.
know what, Morgan? Why don't we play another song by the
Yeah.
band that we have for this 2-day event at Bobby McGee's?
Yeah, we're
We'll
gonna.
play another song by them, and then we'll get a hold of one of the guys in Pangaea.
Yeah,
or
we're-
all of the guys in Pangaea. Every single one of them.
I'm pretty sure it's just Evan tonight.
Evan, the guitarist. We
Evan.
got 2 tracks that they had sent us that we're going to be playing. Yeah, but we'll talk to.
So I'm gonna play a song
in a few
here.
minutes.
This is gonna be Snow Burial, formerly Oxblood. This is an Oxblood song before they became Snow Burial. I'm going to play a song called "Burned." It is off their CD. Here it's called Sirens/Tides. I don't know how to say that, but anyway,
yeah, those. Yeah,
it's a split. Yeah,
one
so
side was
one side was
one-
Sirens, one side was Tides.
Yeah.
But this song is called Burned, and while we play this song, we are going to be calling up Evan from Pangaea, and when we come back, we will be starting an interview.
Hopefully.
Excited! All right, here's this song. Check it out.
Keep on pretending that your words are just spit. Rise down low into your cortex, into your bloody spine. Tear it out. Your third eye.
Yeah.
And we just heard some Snow Burial. with the
Burned.
song Burned. And I am stoked. Last time we saw them, Well, they were
Bring
still called Oxblood.
earplugs. They play so
They
loud.
were
They're
loud.
They're so good.
And they
But
were
bring-
so good.
Yeah.
And they were so loud,
Yeah.
but they were so good. So we stayed right in the front the whole set, and
Better believe it.
that was actually after that show. I said to Morgan, I'm like, you know what? We have to start really
Yeah.
wearing earplugs to shows now,
And
Because
half
of
the time
them.
we forget them.
and I'm gonna let them know that they're the reason why we take our
Earplugs.
ears
What?
seriously.
Earplugs.
Earplugs.
Okay.
Well, Danny should have on the phone Evan from Pangaea if you want to patch him through.
Hello, Evan.
Hey, you guys, how's it going?
Not bad.
How's it going,
How
brother?
Are you?
Good. I just want to say happy birthday to you, Morgan. And
Thank
what's
you.
up, Luco?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much. I'm just stoked to be here, and thanks for the opportunity to be on your show.
Absolutely. Wish you were here in person. There's a lot of seats in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of empty room.
Yeah.
It's okay. One day. One day.
Yeah, one day.
So tell us a little bit about Pangaea.
First off, are we pronouncing that
It is
correctly?
Pangaea.
You are pronouncing it correctly.
Perfect.
Pangaea, it's the prehistoric formation when all the continents used to be one big land
So
mass.
you guys started it in like 400 AD?
That would be.
Yeah, that's correct. We've been a band for quite a while, yeah. But yeah, as a band, we started last year. We released our debut EP, Unified, almost exactly a year ago. It was March 1st, 2014. And yeah, before we started, we were 4 out of the 5 of us were actually in another band called The End Result. We played all throughout college. 3 of us went to the same school together, and after that was done, we took a few months off. Our bass player Spencer got married, and he went off to do an internship in Tennessee, and I went out to New York to do my internship.
Oh,
and,
wow.
yeah, so that was done. But then Trey, the other guitar player, he had been sending us some demos on new stuff that he was working on, and it was the end result was a pretty standard metal core band. We had a lot of fun with it, and the stuff that Trey was sending us, was a lot more intense, a lot more progressive, technical, and when our internships got done, we met back in Wisconsin, and we seriously talked about getting back together because we all missed playing together. It was after our last show as the end result. That was a pretty tough feeling, knowing that you're going to be done playing with your friends, and then we had this new opportunity to get together and make music again. So it was late 2013 we started practicing. We played our first show in January of last year, and we've just been playing as many shows as possible since then, and we have a couple tours in the works right now, and a new EP that we're getting ready to announce soon too. So we're keeping busy.
Nice. Now the tour, I know that you guys are doing coming up here in March, about 10,
Yes.
10 dates.
Yep, yeah, it's the 6th through the 15th.
And where are you guys starting?
Yep, we're starting in Mounds View, Minnesota, at a place called the North Star Room.
Okay.
It's a real cool youth center venue place that has a lot of shows there, so that'll be fun. We played there a lot in our old band a couple times, but we haven't been there as Pangaea yet, so it'll be fun to be back. And then I heard you guys mention we're ending in Chicago at the Grand Bar, so it would be cool to see you guys out there if you guys can make it out.
Absolutely. You've got a couple dates pending on here. Are you looking to fill a couple dates still on this tour?
That's right, yeah. Saturday the 7th, we were booked at the What's Up Lounge in Mankato, and it actually just got shut down. So all the shows that were scheduled, got X'd. So we've been trying to scramble and get some stuff, get something, even a house show, but it's getting kind of close. So we might end up having that day off, and we're still working on the 14th.
A Saturday for Gray's Lake.
That's right, but nothing's confirmed yet. So yeah, we got a couple out there kind of sitting.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for you, see if we've got anything that might be able to fill that 14th date, because that's not too far actually from where we are. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not too far from the city. It's like 45 minutes.
Right. Yeah. At this point, we'd be stoked for a house show just to play. So.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, anything that would be great.
So your debut album, that you guys released.
Debut EP.
Debut EP, yes.
Yep.
Unified was recorded where and with who?
Yeah, actually, our guitar player Trey, he did it all in his house. So
Isn't it nice? Home studios are the way to go now.
yeah, actually, me, Spencer, our bass player, and Trey, we all went for at UW Oshkosh, where we went to school. They have a really good music program for recording and music business, and that's what we went for. So we, all have backgrounds in recording and audio and stuff. So it worked out well. We can save money and don't have to go to an expensive studio, and Trey just does his magic.
Was there artwork that you guys released with this too?
Yeah, the artwork was done by our friend Amanda Longfield. She's awesome. She did the artwork for the EP, and she actually did the artwork for our second EP that's coming out soon. So we're really stoked to show everybody. She's great. She does a really good job.
So the EP that you guys are releasing this year, what's
Yes.
the date that you guys are tentatively looking at releasing it around?
Yep. So we don't have an exact date, but we're looking somewhere around late April, early May. Obviously, nothing's set yet. We're trying to get all our ducks in a row before we commit to a date. But yeah, you can expect it around early May, I would say.
Awesome.
Now, Unified had, I believe, 4 tracks on it. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep.
And then the new EP, does it have a name yet? And then how many tracks are going to be on that guy?
Sure. We're not announcing the name yet, but it does have a name. Sorry to tease. And this one is going to have 6 tracks on it. There's a couple instrumentals on there, but yeah, it'll be a little bit longer than Unified, but yeah.
Awesome. And is Amanda doing your artwork for this one too, you had said?
She is. Yep, she definitely is. Yeah, like I said, she does a great job. She's really professional. Yeah, she's awesome.
So when you guys were your old band and this band, how many of you guys were from the old band that joined Pangaea?
Yeah, sure. So 4 of us, 4 out of the 5, we were in the end result. So a couple members switched instruments actually. Trey, our guitar player in this band, he played drums for us in the end result, and Spencer, who plays bass in Pangaea, he played guitar with me in the end result. And
Okay.
Mike, our vocalist, obviously he stuck with vocals in both bands. So for this one, Trey's real love is guitar. So we kind of forced him to play drums because we needed a drummer in our old band. But yeah, so he, wrote all the music, and he's like, all right, I'm going to play guitar for real in this band, all right? And so we kind of kicked Spencer. He took one for the team down to bass, but he's liking it. He likes it a lot.
And how did you find Steve?
Yeah, so Steve, he is also the drummer for the Fine Constant, Sarah Longfield's band. And him and Sarah filled in for a tour while Trey and Spencer were completing their internships. This past summer, Sarah played guitar, Steve filled in on drums, which helped us out. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do it. And so when that was over, our first drummer, Nate, our buddy Nate, he just decided it was time to move on and do his own thing. And Steve, brought up the idea of pulling double duty and being in both bands. And on that week, Mike and I got real close with Steve, and became real good friends real fast. And it was, just a no-brainer to bring him on. He, learned all the songs super fast. He's a real hard worker, and I would say we got really lucky with him wanting to join us.
Nice. What's the furthest that you guys have toured? Have you guys done a lot of those?
Yeah, we've done just a handful of, week-long ones about the same length as what we're about to do next month. The farthest we've gone out is we hit New York last spring. We played Brooklyn and Syracuse. But the last couple tours, just like this one, have just been around the Midwest, trying to branch out a little bit here and there, but not go too crazy. But we're also looking at going back to the East Coast in June, so we're working on that one at the moment too.
Nice.
So then this tour, it's called the Midwest Detour with
Right.
Before the War. Now,
Yep.
are you guys friends with them? You just said you just found them, or how'd you hook up with those guys?
Yep. So We haven't played with them yet, but we know the guys. You know, they're from the Milwaukee metal scene. You know, they're great guys. A few of them have been in other bands in the Wisconsin music scene that we played with before, so we're familiar with most of the members. And yeah, I mean, we just hit them up and asked if they were free and wanted to go along, and they were down. So yeah, we're really stoked to have them on. They're a really great metalcore, hardcore band. They remind me a lot of For the Fallen Dreams and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
A lot of like raw emotion in their music. So it'll be fun. I think the different styles between the bands will contrast well. I think the shows will be good.
So then the Midwest tour, just want to you're hitting Minnesota. You got a New England show in there. You got some Iowa.
No, Nebraska, not New England.
Oh,
but
Nebraska. I'm retarded.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Illinois, Wisconsin. So you're getting all that. Nebraska. I'm a dummy. It makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
I looked at Omaha. I'm like, Omaha, New England? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am a
Jesus.
dummy. So that's pretty sweet. I'm stoked. And the show that you will be in Chicago at Grand Bar finishes the tour on the 15th. And I'm knocking on wood. We can make that show. That would be
Well,
sweet.
they're trying for the 14th too to do somewhere around the area too.
The Grace
so
Lake area.
if any band in the Chicago area has a show that they can jump on March 14th, hit up Pangaea. I take it that you guys, it was DIY for the whole tour for your guys, right?
Yeah, yep, exactly.
What's the hardest part that you have come across for booking your own tour? How long does it
Yeah.
usually take as a process?
You know, we're still learning. We're still kind of noobs when it comes to touring and just setting everything up. You know, we're learning, you know, just how much time you need to, how early you need to start, you know, to have time to, first of all, get the shows booked and then promote the actual tour and all the shows. So I would say the most frustrating or hardest part is just waiting for responses from people. It's, you know, you send out a bunch of emails and you'll get like maybe a couple responses, and you really have to be persistent and just almost bug the person until at least you get a no for an answer, and you're not just wondering, you know, what's going on. But the waiting for replies is probably one of the hardest things. But you know, each time we go out, we make new contacts that help with booking shows in the future, and it kind of grows little by little that way. It's definitely hard when you contact a place you haven't been before, because obviously your draw is not going to be as big as a local band or a sub band that's been there a bunch of times. So yeah, there's a bunch of different struggles when booking a tour.
Well, we got we want everyone to hear Pangaea. So you sent us 2 tracks. Which of those 2 did you want to hear first? I have here. I have The Balance and Thanatophobia.
Pronounce that one.
Yeah, pronounce that one for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. That's actually funny. With our Unified EP, I always tease Mike about it, but every song is a weird name and really hard to pronounce. But yeah, the track is Thanatophobia. It means it's the fear of dying or the fear of death. I think that'll be a good one to start with if that works for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Stay on the line. We'll be back after we play this track, and then we can discuss a little bit more about what this is about and a little bit about more of you guys as a band.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Awesome.
Rock and roll. Well, hold on, Evan. We're gonna play one of your guys' songs. So this is Pangaea with the song. Why don't you go ahead and introduce this one?
Yeah. So this is Thanatophobia by Pangaea.
Woo!
Yeah. Truth to perfection, in all of this absence of forward progression. Fuck!
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Fuck you. Will you wear the blood? So you swallowed up.
Woo! Sorry you had to hang out for, like 6.5 minutes, but man, that's your song. But it was fucking sweet. Woo!
Cool. Thanks, man. Thank you.
What's the hardest part about recording for you?
Well, when it comes to recording, that's really Trey's expertise. He does all the guitar parts, so he gets to struggle through getting all those parts perfect. But I guess for me, just because the music is so different from it's not so different, but it's a lot harder, frankly, than what the stuff that I write. So it's a struggle for me just to learn these parts that he writes. I love playing them; it's really fun, but it's a challenge sometimes.
Do you ever write your own guitar parts?
For this band, not at this moment. Right now, we have a pretty good system where Trey just spews out all this music. But in the future, we're definitely open to writing more as a band. But the system that we have right now, it's working great for us. I totally trust his vision and all the stuff that he writes, and really stoked on the new stuff too. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, he can keep doing what he's doing.
Well, it sounds great, and the recording sounds great also. Now, the song we just heard, what was that called again?
It's Thanatophobia.
Boom. And you said that was about the fear of dying?
That's right. That's what the title means. I think, Mike wrote this kind of when we were in that break in between bands, and it was kind of tough on all of us because we had put so much into our music before, and then it's done, and then it's kind of like, what do I do now? Like, you want to do music, you don't want to, you want to continue with it. That's what I'm trying to say. And so he wrote, these lyrics, basically, they talk about how important it is to have, a goal and a purpose to what you're working for. And if you just kind of go through the motions, it's almost like you're not even alive. You just kind of like a walking zombie. So this, I think this band kind of gave him and all of us really a new sense of motivation and purpose and what we want to do.
Now, what about your influences? What do you guys listen to as a band to get yourselves thinking about what you guys might want to write next, or
just you personally?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. So I'm sure all of us, have different tastes. I think the one band that all of us could probably agree on pretty easily is Between the Bayard and Me. We're all really big fans of them, but I listen, to anything from. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of Era, their new EP that they just released on Sumerian. I'm really digging that and going through their old stuff. I'm a big fan of them. Veil of Maya.
Chicago boys.
Yeah. I love all the older like metalcore stuff, like Killswitch Engage and All That Remains.
Morgan's got a giant smile on her face right now.
Yeah. That's good stuff. But yeah, I mean, we all have our own. I probably have to let the other guys speak for themselves on their influences. But we also listen to pop music here and there, and we're pretty open to people. But
gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you guys ever played with any national acts?
Yeah. Last year we opened for Shadows Fall in
Nice.
Madison when they came through. So that was actually a really cool thing for me because they were one of my favorite bands growing up.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day. And then we played. We opened for Rings of Saturn in Milwaukee when they came through.
Awesome.
So that was really cool to see them. I'd never seen them before, and yeah, it's pretty crazy to see them.
I can imagine.
Perform live. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And I'm trying to think. Our first show, we actually played in Peoria last January, and that was with Outline in Color and Neurotic November were on tour.
That was your guys' first show?
Yeah. We drove down to Peoria. Yeah.
All the way down to Peoria?
Yeah. Yep.
All the guys are like, all right, we got our first show. Not like a local, like around where you guys live or anything. You're like, we're going to Peoria.
Yeah. We it was pretty ridiculous, but it was fun.
In the middle of winter, nonetheless.
Yeah. Testing the waters.
Yeah, the roads were actually so bad that day we couldn't drive back, so we just got a hotel that night.
God.
But,
my goodness.
Yeah, that was kind
Midwest
of ridiculous.
is not nice in winter.
Oh no.
No, it's definitely not.
Is there a favorite place that you guys frequently play up by you guys, or a place that you guys play often that you guys really like?
Yeah, it's actually really funny. Some of our best shows have been in the Quad Cities.
Okay.
We're hitting them again next month at this place called the Beer Stube. We've played there a couple times before, and the people there are just great. I mean, they just love heavy music. They're super receptive. So we're really excited to be going back there. But in Wisconsin, two of us are from Madison, so we play. There's a venue called The Frequency that we've played quite a few times, and I would say just the Madison scene is pretty cool. It's a really good one. We're trying to play more in Milwaukee. We've only played a couple shows there, but being as we're all kind of spread out, two of us are in Madison, and I'm kind of in the center of the state in Stevens Point, and Mike is up in Shawano. It's kind of hard to establish a home base, but we're hopefully going to relocate in Madison and make that our actual home base.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how do you guys practice with that distance between you?
Yeah, so it's pretty tough. So Mike has about like a 2.5 hour drive to Madison, which is where we practice, and my drive's about an hour and a half. So we both make that drive, once a week. At least try to.
That's dedication.
That's dedication.
Yeah, with gas prices the way they are now, it's a little better.
Helping out a little bit.
Yeah, you guys still have it cheaper than we do up here.
Yeah, what is it there now?
Oh Jesus, like $2.50.
Yeah, right around 247-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can fluctuate depending on where you are around here, but I know it's cheaper up there still.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit
Just a little bit.
We were just up in Wisconsin just a little bit. Our brothers from the north.
Yeah.
Now, what about the CD coming out that you guys have written 6 songs coming out for? Have you guys written more that you guys plan on releasing after that, or have you just stuck with these 6 tracks to polish them and play them? And
yeah, for the most part, we're sticking with these 6 tracks. You know, we've got a few riffs here and there that we're bouncing around, but as far as full songs, really focusing on getting these done before we look to our next release. You know, we would like to do a full length. That would be really awesome. But just as it is, saving time and saving money, EPs are kind of the way to go right now. There's a lot of bands doing that just to get more music pumping out faster. But yeah, so just focusing on the new one at the moment.
do you guys have merch available when you play shows? Obviously, you're going on tour. That would be awesome to have.
Right. Yeah, we just are ordering a new batch of shirts. They're actually themed after our music video that we released a few weeks ago.
What?
Yep. And we still have some winter beanies left, so we're hopefully looking to get rid of those before it gets too warm and nobody wants to wear those.
So you guys have a music video?
Yeah. I hope I sent it to you in that email. But,
yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Morgan did not share.
I'll repost it tomorrow.
No, that's all right. But yeah, the balance, that's the song it's for. So
nice.
You'll get to hear the song.
Yep.
So that's on YouTube, I take it?
It is, yeah. If you just look up Pangaea the Balance, it should come right up.
Rock and roll. Well, you said you guys have a couple of different tours coming up, or did I hear that correct?
Yeah, so the one in March that we posted, we talked about that one, and then in June we're looking to go back east again. So we're getting that situated, and hopefully we'll be announcing in the near future.
Woo! So we got the Midwest Detour. We wanna thank you so much for I guess I was going to say
taking some time out
of the night and joining us. But the Midwest Detour should be awesome, and we should, knock on wood, hopefully be there for the March 15th show in Grand Bar.
And I'll definitely keep my eyes open for the 14th for you. I'll have to look around to see if somebody's looking for somebody to play.
We're stoked for the new stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Thanks so much. And I just want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come on here and talk about the band. And yep.
Where can people find Pangaea?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question because sometimes people spell the name wrong. So it is Pangaea. Sometimes people forget the first A, so it's AEA, not EA. So you can find our Facebook URL is facebook.com/Pangaea WI for Wisconsin. Same for our Twitter. It's twitter.com/Pangaea WI. And our Bandcamp, if you should be able to search us. Otherwise, it's pangaeawi.bandcamp.com.
Nice.
And that's where Unified is. It's a free download. There's links on our Facebook too to everything. So if you find our Facebook, you should be able to find everything.
Okay, awesome. Well, the last song that you sent over that you would like us to play, it's The Balance, and this is off the upcoming new EP, correct? That you're not going to share the title with and spoil for everyone yet.
That is correct. I wish I could, but not quite yet.
Okay.
So, and you also said that The Balance has a music video for it, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Oh man. Well, Danny, I wanna watch the music video. Can you look up the music? Yeah, for The Balance. We actually had we have the MP3 track of it, but if there's a music video,
we like watching while we listen.
I want to watch the music video too.
And yeah, there you go.
Who shot the video for you?
Yeah, so our good friend Sam Troz, we went to school with him in Oshkosh. He shot the whole thing, and our buddy Jacob, he's in the music video. He did some acting for us, which is great. They both did a lot of work, put in a lot of time, and Trey actually he edited the whole thing, so he put a lot of hours into it.
Yeah,
too,
that
so.
takes a lot of time to edit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Does
But,
everything,
yeah.
records, edits your music videos.
He's the guy.
Yeah,
man.
he's a nonstop working machine.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Evan. We really do appreciate it. We'll definitely keep in touch with you about your upcoming tour and
also
check
keep
back
in touch with us when you got all the new stuff coming up and the updated tour announcements and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it again with everybody next time.
Absolutely.
Well, thank
have
you, brother.
A great rest of your night.
We're going to
All
watch the music video for the song The Balance, which is off the forthcoming new EP. Correct? That was correct? Yeah.
That is correct.
The listeners will listen. We'll watch the video.
Woo! Well, thank you, Evan. And you guys, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. You and Before the War, you guys be safe. And best of luck to you guys on the road. You know, safe travels and everything. And we should hopefully be seeing you guys
Grand Bar,
about a
March
month
15th.
from now.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Rock and roll. And, we're going to post what you had.
The video will be posted tomorrow. We'll share the link to the
along
balance.
with the flyer, not the flyer, but the banner that you guys had for the Midwest Detour. We'll post that and everything on our social outlets ourselves. Try and get you guys as much publicity as possible.
Oh, that's awesome, guys. Thanks. You guys rock.
Rock and roll. Well, thank you, Evan, and we will be in touch soon.
All right, sounds good.
Rock. Well, you know what? Before you go, why don't you introduce the band and
We
the
said
music
goodbye
video one more
like
time.
6
Sorry,
times.
sorry.
It's just how we
That's
are.
all right. It's an awkward goodbye. Yeah, so this is Pangaea's new song called The Balance, and it's coming up on our new EP due out late this spring.
Woo! All right, brother. Take it easy.
All right, bye, guys.
Let's do it, Danny.
This is not rock and roll!
You're goddamn right. This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
Woo! And we just heard some Pangaea. Let me spell that again because everyone was saying sometimes people mess up the spelling, but it's Pangaea.
Yeah,
Definitely
I was
check them
spelling
out.
it wrong for the first couple times, going, damn it, why can't I tag them? And then I forget the second A. Who
Well, anyway, that
knows?
was Pangaea, and we just had them on. We just did a phone interview with Evan of Pangaea. They're going on a little tour and everything. They got the new EP coming out within the next couple of months here, and yeah, that sounded sweet. That music video was pretty sweet. I'm pretty stoked. They were cool.
I'm excited to see them.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do a little bit of a transition here. Then we're gonna keep the show flowing. But next we have Danny. I think you know what time
Now
it is.
it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
Yay! Okay, so Morgan put this in front of me. I have to read this.
Yeah.
Luco's unsigned band pick of the week is brought to us today by our friends at All That Is Metal, a promotion group that is in a compilation that highlights music chart. Highlights
it's a
music chart
compilation-
for local and signed acts.
Yeah.
You didn't check the spelling
Hey.
over the punctuation and stuff.
It's
That's all
okay.
good. Check
That's
them
how
out.
I'm used to reading my stuff.
You're goofy. Check them out on Facebook at, let's see, it's ATIS Official on Facebook and on YouTube. But this week we have a band that they sent us over that is All That Is Metal. We have a band that they sent over. We got, where are we at? A World Like Ours from Denver,
It's
Colorado.
a brand new track.
Brand spanking new track. Same thing with The Balance by Pangaea. That was a brand new spanking track off the forthcoming EP. But tonight we got, for the unsigned band pick of the week, A World Like Ours from Denver, Colorado with the song Friend or Foe. Let's do it.
Tonight take my pick. It is
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Woo! And we just heard Luco's That's Me unsigned band pick of the week. That was A World Like Ours from Denver, Colorado with the song Friend or Foe. And our friends in All That Is Metal, the promotion group All That Is Metal, hooked us up with that band and that track. Check them out too. So check out A World Like Ours on Facebook. Check out All That Is Metal on Facebook also at ATIO Official. Yeah. You put the O capitalized, so it's messing with me. Check them out on YouTube too. And then check out Pangaea. But Pangaea also we had on earlier on the show. And now we've got John from Abiotic on with us.
Hello,
Good
John.
evening.
Hey, I'm here, guys. What's up? How's it going?
Hey.
John, how's it going, brother?
Doing all right. Can't complain, man.
Yeah, he's got the nice sunny Florida weather down there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm doing a lot better than you guys right now.
Oh wow.
I'm wearing my
into the 20s and 30s this weekend. So
Luco has taken his Abiotic shirt and made it into a tank top.
I chopped the sleeves off one of them.
Thought it was brilliant to wear it tonight, and then realized how freezing it was.
Well, when I was like, oh, sweet, I'm totally wearing my Abiotic shirt. I grabbed it. I'm like, shit, I cut the sleeves off. I don't have time to look for the 8 other ones I have, so sleeveless it is.
It's okay. So you have...
Yeah, that's all right, man.
You guys have a CD dropping tomorrow, or is it just the track dropping tomorrow?
We actually have a single dropping tomorrow that's featuring John Gallagher of Dying Fetus. He's got a guest vocal spot on there. It's going to be the first single off of the record. And pre-orders will go up tomorrow as well. So
Nice.
Pre-orders on iTunes will go up at midnight tonight Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pre-ordered on iTunes, you actually get an automatic download of the new single.
Okay.
And it'll be out on April 21st on Metal Blade Records.
Now, do you guys have a bundle set up, too, that you can order, like, with a physical CD and shirts and everything, like how they usually do it? Oh.
Yeah, that's all going live tomorrow. So we'll have some cool stuff. We'll have a little T-shirt bundle. We also got something different in store for that too. So I'm excited. I'm excied for
Good, because I'm going to be there at midnight on my computer. I've been waiting for this album. You have no idea.
Oh man, who are you telling? We've been waiting to put it out. You know, we've it's been about 3 years. We haven't put it out. You know, Symbiosis, our first album, came out October of 2012. So you know, we've been cooking this one for a little while. So you know, we're excited to show everybody.
Absolutely.
And Symbiosis is still available, correct? People can still get that guy too. That album is sick too.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Now, the writing process for this CD, how did you guys go into recording this album mindset-wise?
We kind of wanted to, for this record, wanted to make sure that we were 100% ready. You know what I mean? There was no loose ends. When we got in there, you know, we wrapped up a couple things as far as, you know, tying some loose ends on the songs, but, you know, we got into the studio with, in the mindset of being relaxed. You know, we want to be in there. We want to have all of our shit together so that we've got some time to explore. We can, you know, find new tones. We can try some different things, try different sounds. And I feel like it worked out really well for this. We had everything already written, and we did pre-production on everything before we went into the studio with Jamie King. So it was super easy, you know, really, really smooth process. Jamie is the fucking man. So if you're in a band and you're listening to this and you want to record with somebody legit, Jamie's the way to fucking go, man. He's the real deal.
How long did it take for the album to be complete, recording-wise?
It took us about 2.5 weeks from the beginning of recording drums to, you know, finishing everything else up. So about just under 3 weeks, I'd say, we spent out in North Carolina.
And how many tracks are on this new album?
9 tracks total.
9?
So we,
okay.
Yeah, tried to keep it short, sweet, to the point, you know. Tracks pummeling, there's no fillers, there's no interludes, it's just destruction beginning and end.
Now, are you able to tell us the name of the CD?
Yeah, we've actually been hyping it up on Facebook and you know, Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. It's called Casuistry.
Yeah, would it be?
Say that one more time.
Sure, it's Casuistry.
What does that mean?
It's using knowledge or you know, certain kinds of knowledge for malicious reasons. more so like in moral dilemmas and stuff.
Now, Morgan knew that you guys had already released the name of the album. She just wanted to hear you say it.
I can't
'cause we couldn't pronounce it.
I'm terrible with the English
We didn't
language.
want to
Terrible.
ruin it, and then you're like, nope, that's totally not
That's
right.
an excellent strategy. So that's totally okay.
Glad you went along with it.
Yeah, we actually we put the phonetic, I guess you know how to say it, the phonetic spelling in the booklet of the album itself. So it's on the back page. So it's the first thing that you see, where it'll show the names of us, you know, all of our names, our sponsors, and then right at the bottom it'll say Casuistry, and it'll show you how to say it just in case.
Nice. Now, when you guys started out as a group, how long has Abiotic been around as a band?
We've been a band, I'd say, since the summer of 2010.
Okay. So going on 5 years. And
going on 5 years.
How did you guys meet?
Just locally, generally. Like, I had a band where some of the members had kind of, you know, had to do their things and split ways. So me and Alex, the bass player at the time, were kind of in a dilemma. We were trying to, you know, still do it locally and try and find some dudes. So I kind of told him, I was like, man, let's look at the other bands. Let's find the best guys we can find from all these bands. Let them know what we're trying to do. And that's kind of how we got the group together. Just find the best musicians we can find in the area. And it's been me and Matt and Alex strings since the beginning. And then we've had a change on vocals and drums, but you know, we've got Travis Bartosik now on vocals and Brent Phillips on drums, and I couldn't be happier. You guys will hear it. We're a different animal now, I'd say.
Well, it's exciting to see you guys come in every time and play. It's like, holy crap. Just gets better and better and better and better. It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, we try, you know, gotta try and push the envelope every time, keep us on our toes, make sure we're as tight as we can be, because, you know, we're fans first, you know what I mean? So I'm bummed out going to see a band live that I can't pull off the shit that they pull on the recording, so, you know, we try hard to not be one of those bands.
I don't know if you want to call it out, but who's been an act that disappointed you live that you really had high expectations for? Is it like
Who's
Metallica
been an act that you have
Slayer?
loved? You don't have to go there.
Right,
you don't have to go there, Morgan.
Well, who's been your?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've been kind of selective with the shows that I go to. You know what I mean? Just because I spend so much time on the road seeing other bands. So I mean, I could say maybe some of the local acts. Sometimes, you know, it's just people getting their shit together and getting started off. But I got to say, for the most part, I don't think I've been to a bad show in a while.
What's been the best show that you've seen?
Best show that I've seen. That's another. I'd say for sure some of the best shows I've seen were when we played some of the Summer Slaughter dates down here in South Florida a couple years ago with Cannibal Corpse, Between the Bird and Me, Job for a Cowboy, Periphery.
Yeah, that was a really good year for Summer
We saw
Slaughter.
that tour up in
we
Milwaukee.
saw that in Milwaukee. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was. Played a couple dates in South Florida. That was a hell of a run, and it's just, you know, crazy bands to be standing next to. We're actually playing Texas Independence Festival with Between the Bird and Me.
I
in
saw
April.
that. That's going to be awesome for you guys.
Yeah, I'm super stoked on that. Tesseract's going to be on that too, and a bunch of other cool bands. So that should be a good time.
Now the song that you guys are releasing tomorrow, Cast Into the Depths, with John, was that something that you discussed with him when you were recently on tour with him, that you wanted to do something like that?
We didn't really talk about it on the tour, but it was always something that I kind of had in the back of my head, just watching those guys every night, you know, for 30 dates, and, you know, seeing those dudes, a band like Dying Fetus.
Yeah,
Dying Fetus.
Yeah,
they're doing it for 20 years. It was just, you know, it was so inspiring on a tour with a band like that they can stick it out and be called Dying Fetus and go through the number changes that they did, and you know, now be able to hold the weight to be able to headline a tour like that, draw 500-600 people, you know, no problem. So you know, it was really humbling being on tour with those dudes, and they're, you know, the nicest dudes ever. And John was super cool about it. You know, I hit him up after the tour. I was like, you know, absolutely, and he absolutely kills it. So I'm excited for you guys to hear that.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And when you guys finish recording...
Well, you guys are done recording. It's just being mixed and mastered and everything? The finalized
Oh, it's all done.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all done and turned in. That's you know, industry standard. That's all got to be done before, you know, the singles and pre-orders. Generally, you know, go up and all that jazz. So yeah, she's done. She's mixed. She's mastered. So we got pre-orders going up tomorrow, and then we just do the whole promotional thing until it drops on the 21st of April. So not 420, unfortunately, but 420.
So close.
I know, right? That's what I said.
Well, let's play. I know that you had sent me over. Unfortunately, we couldn't play something off the new album, but we do have awesome tracks off of Symbiosis that we can play. That you had a couple favorites that you wanted to play. Let's hear one of those tracks now, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to you more about Abiotic. What did you want to play first?
We can start off instrumental. We can do Hajira if you guys are into that.
Perfect. Absolutely. This whole album's sick. All right, here we go. Here's a track from Abiotic.
And we're going to
Symbiosis.
put you on hold for a minute while we play this track, and then we're going to come back. So don't hang up. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you got it. I'm here, man.
Rock and roll.
Sweet. Here we go.
What's up, guys? I'm Anthony.
I'm Cody.
I'm Tom. And we're from Orinoco. Thanks for listening
to the Metal Experience.
Gonna get you to do that again, but just like, better.
To the Metal Experience.
That was great.
That's it. That's it.
Love it.
That's it.
Love it.
Woo! John, are you still with us?
Yep, I'm here.
All right.
Sweet.
Woo!
What was that track called again?
Hajira.
Hajira. What does that song title mean?
Hajira is it translates to a big, a journey or like a voyage. So on Symbiosis, it was a transition song, I guess, from in the story of Symbiosis, humans voyaging to another planet after destroying Glies, which is the name of one of the other tunes.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, and that I know that much about it and I play guitar is surprising even for me.
Was there a theme to...
Well, just so everyone knows,
Okay.
we just came back. We are the Metal Experience, Luco Blaze, Morgan Danielle, and we are talking with John from Abiotic, and you guys, your pre-orders go up tonight at midnight, or actually I guess tomorrow at midnight. And we were having the conversation, so if we order this pre-order...
A CD bundle with a shirt.
A CD bundle with a shirt, then we get a download of the single?
Or is it just
that just on the
iTunes?
iTunes?
As far as I know, if you pre-order on iTunes, you get an auto download of the single, and then we have physical pre-orders going live tomorrow.
Well, physical pre-order is where it's at.
Yeah, baby.
So that means that you can pre-order it on iTunes and then have the song, and then you can get a physical pre-order, and then you have two.
Yeah, there you go. Why wouldn't you need to?
Get the digital. I want the CD this time.
There you
go. Was there a theme to your new album when you guys were writing?
In the music writing process, I mean, there wasn't a general theme, but we had a focus on the kind of songs we wanted to put on this. Like I said, just deliberately make it just pummeling from beginning to end, and keep it our kind of style, dark and melodic and spacey, but kind of bring everything up a notch and write some catchier tunes. I feel like. So that's something that we focused on, and something that we kind of made a theme, was to try and write some songs a little catchier, a little shorter. I guess was also kind of something we were looking at. Not really putting boundaries on ourselves, you know what I mean, but still making sure the songs, you get the point beginning to end. You're not getting lost,
Right. No, absolutely.
Now, today I was looking on your Facebook page and I saw there's a picture of someone's car stereo. Is that a snippet of one of the new tracks off the new CD?
Yeah, it is. It's that little video clip. That's Travis. He posted that up. That's a track of one of the other singles that'll be dropping here in the next couple months.
Even though it was through a car stereo and it was with someone's phone, it sounded sick.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm glad you like it.
Luca wants to know, because you guys, I mean, since we started seeing you guys back in 2012, maybe it was 2011, 2012.
You saw us on the did you guys see us on the...
When you toured with
the
Unfold Darkness? Yeah, that tour.
After the Spire?
That's when we first started seeing you guys. What's the craziest thing that you guys have had happen to you guys on tour?
Oh, man. I just have so many stories. Like, I'm sure a lot of bands are like, oh, that's a really tough one. Like, no, our first 2 years of touring was just, every tour, I had to prepare for something crazy to happen. So I'd say probably my craziest story, we were finishing up a tour. We were in a conversion van. So I don't know if you know conversion vans. It's like in between what a touring van would look like and what you would use to go on vacation with your family.
Okay.
So, it's got one of the benches that fold out into a bed in the back, and then it's got the two captain's chairs in the middle and the two in the front. So we were roughing it in that thing, and we had just gotten thought we had just gotten our rear right brake drum fixed in the van, which was one of the hundreds of problems we were probably experiencing on that tour. And we were 3 dates away from home, heading toward Georgia, and I'm in the back, and I just see a lot of smoke coming that rear back tire that we had supposedly just gotten fixed. So we pull over. We're on the highway in Georgia, and everybody's getting down, looking at the tire. The brake drum itself is glowing red, and you just see smoke coming from it. So I bend down to take a picture with my phone, the smoke, and then as soon as I step back up, the tire explodes.
Whoa!
And, yeah, and we're right behind a guard gate on the highway, and then from where that guard gate is, it's a hill downward of grass and then some trees and stuff. The tire explodes, and I turn around, and I'm like skipping down that hill, and I hit a tree, and I just like grab onto the tree.
Oh my
God! And then all the other guys kind of just scatter and like dive away, like if a grenade had just gone off.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so we collected ourselves after that, and we had, I kid you not, I can't make this up. We had AAA come out. AAA, one person came out, didn't have the right jack to lift the van up.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so this guy from Georgia, they said you have to call a tow truck. AAA can't help you. So this dude from Georgia with one leg, he had one regular leg, and then he had a second prosthetic leg that was made of carbon fiber.
Oh my God!
I can't make it up. He got under our van by himself, lifted the van up, towed us to the show. We played the show. He drove back to the venue and then towed us to a mechanic.
Wow!
What a trooper!
Trooper, man. Like I said, I can't make it up. That was probably the craziest thing that's happened to us.
Oh my God!
I'm just glad no one got hurt.
Yeah.
You said you had just looked at it and just started walking away, and it blew up.
I didn't even get a chance to walk away. Like, I bent down, I took a picture, and then as soon as I got up after crouching down to take the picture, it exploded in my face.
Oh, man.
That's pretty scary, dude.
Yeah. So we've had our fair share of transportation issues. So again, if I can give any advice to anybody trying to tour, make having reliable transportation your number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 priority, because it'll cost you a lot of money in the long run.
Now, how did Abiotic get found by Metal Blade Records?
Really crazy and not a super awesome story, I guess. It was just literally we self-released the Universal Plague EP,
which we also own.
Awesome.
And I love that one too.
Oh yeah. And then off of that that EP we self-produced that the Vermo Sapien music video with Dan Drescher,
which is sweet.
Thank you so much. And we had that together with just us and Dan, kind of hashing out ideas and stuff. And then that released January of 2012. Mm-hmm. That's when Vermo Sapien video dropped. And then early February, I woke up one morning and got on my laptop, and I had an email from Metal Blade like, "Hey man, we heard about you guys. Are you guys ready to tour? What are you guys doing?" And I was just like, I called everybody else in the band. I was like, "Guys, we're ready to tour, right?" I knew even if we weren't, that we were gonna be. So I told them absolutely, and we just kind of chatted back and forth. And then by Valentine's Day, I was on the phone with Mike Bailey, VP of Metal Blade, and we were kind of hashing out the details. And that's all she wrote as far as that goes.
Now, when it comes to touring, I know that I've asked you this personally, but you guys, I mean, this happens for all bands and everything too that want to do this. You obviously do have day jobs and everything. You know, you're not just in.
You're not Metallica yet.
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean that's definitely the goal. But all of us still work jobs at home. All of us still are on the grind. So it's not as I guess luxurious as some people might think if you don't really know the ins and outs of how everything works. But yeah, we're all working around the clock to be able to afford to go out and be away from home and do all the things we want to do as far as pushing the band. But that's not to say that we're not moving forward and not gaining our own idea of success. You know what I mean?
How are your jobs when you guys leave for tour?
I'll tell you, we've been touring since when you guys saw us on that very first tour, and I've gone through probably like 4 jobs.
Oh, jeez.
So it's it's a little bit of a bounce around, but it's
3 years. But
yeah, I've personally been kind of lucky, but it's really just kind of what you sign up for. You know what I mean? You have to be in that mindset of I'm gonna have to come home and probably find a job.
But in the long run, I mean, you're traveling to places that you haven't been to before, that it's a whole new experience.
Absolutely. And then the goal is to be able to do that and then get home and not have to work, you know, spend time with family, spend time with the wife and stuff. And, you know, it's a means toward an end for sure, as far as, you know, working at home. So it's just putting the band where we need it to be, being what we, you know, we aspire to, is to be a career band, to be a band that, you know, 20 years from now, you guys are still jamming to us. So that's the goal for sure.
Have you guys traveled overseas yet?
We technically, I guess you could say we have. We played on a cruise ship to the Bahamas, but we haven't.
That's something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. I mean, I played Embassies with Behemoth, so I mean, there's that. So no, but we definitely been talking about doing some Europe for this cycle to support the new record. So that's definitely on our to-do list.
Are there a lot of tours booked for this year? I'm sure you can't give too many details away, but you guys solid?
Yeah, we got something going on in April to support the release of the record. So that'll be coming up pretty shortly, as far as giving out some more info on that. And you know, we're definitely going to be on the road, hitting it hard this year. So you'll be seeing us for sure.
Is everything set in stone right now as to the tours that you're going to be going to, or are you just working out the details right now?
A little bit of both. There's some stuff, you know, set in stone, and there's some other stuff in the works. It's you know, name of the game, kind of waiting for things to get confirmed and all that good stuff, you know.
Every year that you guys do the Summer Slaughter, vote for us to be on it, I'm so upset when I don't see you guys on it. I'm just, how is it not happening? Like, come on already. Like,
that's what I've been saying.
Oh my God. I was like, if there's one tour that Abiotic needs to be on in the summer, it's Summer Slaughter.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
man.
Mayhem Fest is, Summer Slaughter is like where it's at now for all these harder bands to be on. I mean, last year was Dillinger's Skate Plan. I was so pissed that we couldn't go to that.
Oh man, you missed that one. Yeah, I caught that show. We played the Orlando date on that one.
Nice.
And
so they did play Summer Slaughter.
Yeah.
Just
you always seem to play your hometown more for those dates. Then it's easier for you guys to get on those.
Yeah, they've been giving us regional dates, so we've been like regional guests, you know, I guess for the past couple of years and stuff.
You have a favorite?
So, yeah.
Do you have a favorite band that you've shared the stage with?
Definitely Dying Fetus for sure is up there as far as one of my favorite bands that we played with, just because they've got so much energy live, and the crowds fucking kill each other at a Dying Fetus show, man. And you know, BT Bam, of course, another great band who somebody from BT Bam may or may not have a guest spot on the album.
What?
So yeah, got a little insider information for you guys there.
Nice. Now, what about influences for you individually? Who made you pick up guitar and taught you to play so fast and so well?
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess when I was younger, I started playing. I was 13, so I'm 25 now, going on 26. So it'll be about 13 years this year. And I kind of got started on the classic rock stuff. You know, Van Halen, Zeppelin, fucking. And then I got into like the virtuoso guitar players like Jason Becker, Vinnie Moore, Yngwie Malmsteen, Steve Vai, those guys. Those are the guys that really, you know, I heard them and I was like, man, these guys are doing what I want to do. These guys are getting guitar and this is just a guitar song. Like, where's this been all my life? You know what I mean? I can just listen to this guy express himself on a guitar. Where this is exactly what I was needing. So I kind of tried to tackle all that stuff and learn the different techniques all those guys are doing. And then I started listening to bands that were doing a little bit of both. So like a band that got me into heavier stuff was like Opeth. It was a nice little transition for me from like the shreddy prog stuff I was jamming to you know, some heavier death metal kind of stuff with the growls, vocals, and shit like that. And that kind of, you know, skyrocketed me to the Necrophagist and Wretched is you know, I'm a big fan of those guys. I've been following those guys since their first record, and they're now they happen to be good buddies of mine. And bands like that, Within the Ruins was another band that I actually got into at the same time that I got into Wretched, and they were just starting off and have their own sound too. So I was like, these guys are doing something cool. So tried to get a little bit of everything from the different bands that I was into, and kind of put it into the Abiotic train.
Was there a moment that you remember getting up on stage or when you were playing that you were like, I finally made it? Like, where it finally hit you of, I did it?
That moment hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. I took it up on stage and I'm like, man, what am I doing that I need to get where those guys are? No, I mean, it was definitely, after we got signed, I was like, wow, it's, cause especially out of Miami, I hadn't heard a lot of bands that have come out of Miami, doing what we were doing. You know what I mean? Where if I, hang out with some friends from the Bay, they're like, oh yeah, this band and this band, they can name drop 15 bands I got signed last week.
Oh, geez.
So it's like that was kind of a thing for me, like, okay, wow, I was able to break through this shitty, or kind of shitty, but improving local scene that Miami's kind of got, because we're so party, electronica, beach-based that, metal's just not super, super prominent here. But, we were able to kind of break that shell, and then, the Fetus tour, I feel like, was our,
breaking point?
We
we
can support some big bands and have a good time.
No, absolutely.
Well, definitely huge things to come for you guys this year. You got the new album, which, I mean, I only heard that little snippet, and I mean, I know your whole back catalog, I guess I could say.
Oh, yeah.
And, dude, that little bit I heard, the 20 seconds, it was like, this new CD's gonna be the shit.
Oh, you're in for a treat, man. If you dug that, you're in for a treat for sure.
Well, once again, why don't we, we'll go over what's the name of the album again? Can you pronounce that for me one more time?
Yeah, sure. It's Casuistry.
Okay, and then...
Say that one more time. I just want to hear you say it one more time.
Casuistry.
Whew.
You guys are making me sound like Inglourious Basterds, like Gorlami.
Yeah, Gorlami.
Yeah.
And what about, where can everybody find Abiotic on the internet?
In their webs.
Yeah, you do the old facebook.com/Abiotic FL for Florida, so Abiotic FL. Same goes for our Twitter. That's our Twitter handle, twitter.com @AbioticFL. And same thing for our Instagram. And for the physical pre-orders, you can do metalblade.com/Abiotic, and that's where physical pre-orders will be, along with some other cool stuff. So.
Nice.
And all of that stuff will be up on the, I'm guessing, the Facebook, all the links and everything to that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
At midnight.
You'll be getting lots of spam from us. So.
I cannot wait.
Well, we will also be reposting it at midnight. We are super stoked for the new stuff. April 21st can't get here quick enough. And we look forward to seeing you guys again when you come into town. Every time it's a treat.
Definitely let us know when Chicago's in your sights.
Thank you. Absolutely. We definitely will. I think we may be heading your way pretty soon here, so keep an eye out.
And you have one more track that you wanted to hear of Symbiosis. What is the track that you wanted to hear last?
Yeah, this is a track actually that we wrote. One of the first tracks we wrote for Symbiosis. It's The Grays of Locust. It was kind of a staple for our sound, I feel like. That's where the band kind of grew from. So hope you guys enjoy it.
Perfect. Well, thank you, John.
Thank you, John. And tell all the rest of the guys we said hi, and we will see you soon.
Yes.
And we're stoked for the new album to come out. And
stay warm down there.
Yeah, stay warm down there, you jerk.
You guys stay warm too, man. Thank you so much for having me.
All right,
Absolutely.
take it easy, buddy.
Have a great night. And here it is.
Talk soon.
Grays of Locust, Abiotic, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
You press play on that one?
I did.
Oh, there we go.
And now a word from D. Reitz of One Steel Wound.
Spoken poetry for the metal experience. Eat my cock, eat my cock. Don't spit on it, that ain't classy. Eat my cock, oh won't you eat my cock? No handies, let's get nasty. Eat my ass, stir it with your hands. Eat my ass, spread brown, take me to class. You're listening to the metal experience.
Danny, you always play that
Thank you,
one.
Dan, from One Steel Wound for that great
Dan.
sweeper.
I'm playing random ones.
Why don't you mark that one so now we know selectively, because that's
Not
a
to
lot.
overplay it.
That's a lot to take in some nights. Well, thank you, Dan from One Steel Wound. That guy is crazy.
It's a hit.
It's a hit, and
In small doses.
oh my goodness. Well, to recap on the night, we had Evan from Pangaea call in. Check them out. It's spelled because they said sometimes people misspell their name. Pangaea. Pangaea. They were fucking sweet. They're coming into Chicago. They're playing on March
15th at Grand Bar.
15th
And they're
at
still
Grand Bar?
looking, right now they're still looking for a date to do March 14th. Right now they were looking at Grays Lake, but if you have a date around the Chicago area that you can get them on March 14th, that's a Saturday. Hit them up, please.
Or hit us up and we can pass along the
Absolutely.
information to them. But once again, that's Pangaea, Pangaea. And then after that, we had the Luco's Unsigned Band Pick of the Week.
Brought to you by All That Is Metal.
Woo! And the band, check them out, A World Like Ours from Denver, Colorado. And then we
What song did they play?
Friend or Foe. And you said that was a new track,
Brand new
right?
track, yeah.
Brand new track. And it was sweet. And then we had John from Abiotic on, and they got a new record coming out on April 21st.
We'll be pre-ordering that tonight.
You can pre-order that guy tonight. If you pre-order the iTunes version of it, it comes with, you'll get today, or actually at midnight, the Cast Into the Depths single featuring John Gallagher, guitarist vocalist of Dying Fetus, the epic Dying Fetus. But check them out too, Abiotic, Abiotic. And Morgan's got a couple, 2-3 things to say to you guys.
Well, thank you to Evan and John again for doing your awesome phone interviews. We had a great time. Yeah, just a couple brief little announcements. Central Disorder is looking for a bass player, so if you're around the Chicago area and you play bass, hit up Central Disorder. And then our friends in En Masse are in need of a vocalist, so hit them up if you are a vocalist.
Think you can hack it.
Fool's Brew, they were on a couple weeks ago. They are officially excited to announce that they
They're
are
officially
now
excited?
sponsored by Cold Cock Whiskey. So you can help them out by spreading the word about their amazing new beverage that they're sponsored by taking pictures of your sexy selves, purchasing and enjoying Cold Cock Whiskey with some of your favorite Fool's Brew gear, so they can post them on their Facebook page or Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Next time we're at the liquor store, we're going to have to try and find that.
Yeah,
Cold
I drink
Cack.
whiskey. I don't drink beer.
They said that the distributing it's getting there. It's getting there. It's expanding. So I guess right now it's a little harder to find, but it should be everywhere.
I mean, I've seen it at Mayhem Fest. They sponsor stage. I don't understand how it's hard to find.
I mean, in select liquor stores and
Well,
stuff. I
we're
don't know. He was
gonna-
saying it, but hopefully we can find
As soon
that.
as I see that cold cock,
Cold
I'm gonna buy it.
Cack, Cold Cack whiskey.
All right. And then they also have the Panic Room lyric video out right now. It's on puregrainaudio.com. So check that out. And also blinktv.com that they help promote and sponsor those guys. Orinoco has a video out right now on YouTube called To the Grave. So check them out. Very awesome. New announcement coming soon from them. So keep your eyes peeled on their Facebook page. And then we're going to be at Cannibal Corpse and Behemoth on Friday.
I am stoked. Where's that show at?
That's at House of Blues, and that is apparently the floor is completely sold out. If you can get balcony passes, good luck, because I hear those are kind of hard to get too.
Who else is playing on that show besides Behemoth and Cannibal Corpse?
I don't know.
Is there someone else playing?
There's two other bands that I'm not familiar with. My brother is. I don't really. I'm only there for Behemoth, which
What?
Behemoth has a pre-order. I don't know if you can still get it, but February 19th, they are releasing their book. And if you pre-order the book, you get a limited edition shirt, which I ordered that for Luco. Yay! He should be getting that very soon. Probably shipping from Poland. And then, of course, tomorrow night, Wednesday nights, we are rebroadcasted on audiograffiti.com. It's 11 p.m. overseas in the UK. Woo! So check us out on audiograffiti.com. Well, it's not .com. Sorry. audiograffiti.co.uk. That's where you can listen to our show out in the UK on Wednesday nights at 11 p.m.
Our brothers from the UK.
So, like I announced earlier, we unfortunately will not be here next week, the 24th, because we will be at the Blackhawks game. And then we have, of course, 2 awesome badass shows happening next weekend. So I want to go through that one last time. We have starting with the 27th, which is Friday. We have a great lineup for a 21 and up show. It starts at 8 p.m. It's 21 and up. We have great sponsors: Doc Metal Show, Chicago Metal Alliance, RNG Productions, The Offering Webzine, and Kimmy in the Middle Deli. We have Deity Disfigured playing, Impale, Air Raid, Everything Must Die, Miles from Exile, and Armored Assault. Woo! And then for day 2, it's an all-ages show, and we have that starting at 5 p.m. on the 28th, Saturday, and that is to see Snow Burial. That's formerly Oxblood, Hate Storm Annihilation, Scars of Armageddon, Central Disorder, Alethea, and Ornaco. So tons of great bands for both dates.
Shows.
Tickets still available, $8 in advance for the bands from us. We've given some free for winners for the radio show.
Winners.
So, $15 for both dates if you want to buy them from the bands. And then, of course, we have $10 at the door, $20 at the door for both dates. And when we come back in March, the first show of March, we are going to be... My phone just went off. We have a Dying Ultimatum going to be on with us March 3rd. That's our next date back.
Nice.
And then March 10th, the Sona is going to be coming back on.
Nice.
They have a new CD out. And March 17th will be Kadooge. March 24th
Kadooge.
is Atlas Falls. And March 31st is Endgame.
Mr. Hamburger.
So we'll come back and we'll have a full March fun-filled month.
Mr. Hamburger in Desona. And now we're pronouncing it correctly.
Desona.
Desona.
How was I saying it before?
Desonia.
Desonia.
Woo! Well, that's pretty sweet. I am stoked. We had some badass bands on tonight. We played some badass music. And we're going to leave you with some more
we've got a couple more tracks from the bands that
tunes.
are going to be on the shows next weekend. We're going to play a track here from Everything Must Die, always a favorite.
My
Very-
favorite track.
Very short songs. So let me get that here.
What's the name of the song?
On the iPod here.
Morgan, what's the name of the
I'll
song?
tell you in a minute.
She doesn't know.
Hold your horses.
She doesn't know.
It's called Sandusky. And it's his favorite song. And then we're going to go out hearing an Armored Assault song, To Be Determined. But badass Chicago bands.
Which Armored Assault song?
I don't know.
We should play Call the Beast.
We're going to do Call the Beast because we were on that track. It was awesome. Great time
So we're
recording.
gonna play some Everything Must Die.
Everything Must Die into
Sandusky. And then we're going into some
Call
Armored
the
Assault.
Beast,
Call the
Armored
Beast,
Assault.
a song that we did guest vocals
Yes,
on
we
along
did.
with a bunch of other Chicago local brothers in arms with us. So
I was the only girl on the track. It was awesome.
Good night, and we will see you in Deuce weeks.
2 weeks. Come out to the show next week. Bobby McGee's the 27th
Friday
and the
and
28th.
Saturday.
It's going to be awesome. We have tons of stuff to give away.
Tons.
Don't miss out. Here's Sandusky.
It's time to burn.